everyone, and welcome to the Family Matters Show. I'm Benjamin Bryant of Bryant McKinnon Lawyers, and today I'm joined by my business partner, Heather McKinnon.
Hello, Ben.
Good
Welcome
afternoon.
to Christmas.
And Merry Christmas. I was hit by a car as a child and received a sizeable payout at the time because the injuries prevented me from ever working. I used the payout money to buy a house and furnishings prior to meeting my husband. Question: what happens now that we are getting divorced? Is the value of my original payout protected, given that this was intended to support me following the car accident?
So these scenarios play out every day in our work, and the way we assess contributions to a relationship is to have a look at the various ways that people have added to the relationship over time. So in this case, the woman that has asked the question contributed at the beginning of her relationship significant capital. So she came to the marriage already owning a house and having savings. So when we're looking at what happens at the end, she will get a sizeable adjustment for the fact that she brought that capital in. And then the next thing that we look at is the respective spouse's future needs. So in this case, we've already got the evidence through the medical reports and the judgment that was done when she was young that this woman will never work and she'll never be able to support herself. So on future needs, there will also be a significant adjustment in her favour. So when you're looking at how a property settlement pans out, it's why we keep telling the audience in these sessions that every life history is different. You can't sit around a table and guess what's going to happen by talking to 20 people who've gone through it, because everyone's trajectory on life has different elements. And the role of the family lawyer is to amass over decades of experience an understanding of all the factors that have to be weighed up to look at what's just and equitable at the end of this relationship. So everyone looking at this situation would understand that an injured adult who will never be able to work needs more capital than a spouse who's in the workforce and able to look after themselves. So the way I explain it in interviews, Ben, is I give people a visual picture of a set of scales, and the questions that you and I ask on a forensic examination of a relationship are about what weight's given to hundreds of really different factors that have to be taken into account to work out how's it carved up at the end. But that's an excellent example. Of course, the woman who brings in that capital from childhood and can never work is going to get significantly more than 50%, assuming that her spouse didn't bring capital and isn't able to work.
It's so important to get independent legal advice, because even though we have a snippet of information about what's in her past, of course we don't have enough information to assess about what her partner brought in by way of initial contributions, or what the partner's future needs moving forward is as well. So it's really important that each circumstance is different, and everyone knows that. So they can get independent legal advice from family law specialists.
Yeah. And I think it's really hard, even for lawyers who aren't in the field, to get a sense of how does it all work, because it's very complex. And it's not something that you can just look up in a book and work out the answer. In a case like that, there's a heap of questions that have to be answered before you could give some accurate idea of what's going to happen.
Merry Christmas. Of course, send any questions that you have to us on Facebook or to our email address familymatters@bryantmckinnonlawyers.com.au. Next show will be on Tuesday, the 8th of January. I think it's the second week in January. So until then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.